Welcome back to White Oak Plantation. It's summertime, and summertime means crabs. What are we cooking today, Chef?
Well, you know, if I have a pair of scissors in my hand and I have a paring knife, it has to be soft shells, right?
Yes, absolutely.
That's the only thing I can do with this. Soft shells, you know, I adore them. I love them. The customers love them. I love them at my house. They're so easy to work with. A little bit expensive, right? I mean,
is that because they're only soft shell for so long?
That's exactly right. You know, a crab will actually go soft shell, if I remember right, probably about 3 or 4 times within its life. And for those who don't know it, the only way a crab can grow is through its eating. Once it fills that hard shell, it needs to just go ahead and take that calcium and deposit it and let that shell break off, and then let that new soft shell, you have to catch it just during that period. So of course that's what makes it more expensive, and there are people who now have these shedding shacks that they actually growing them in. Wow. Even on Lake Pontchartrain in those areas, but especially out in the country. So we have soft shell crab here. Now of course this is a female with the apron on right there.
Because that's where it holds all the eggs?
That's where it holds all of the roll right there, the eggs. And I'm going to just pull that off because they're easy to clean. Once you do that, you just kind of pitch it out. The mouth, of course, is right here, and that's why a lot of people will just take a scissors and cut that off. I just kind of pull that little mouth off of there, and I'll take the eyes out just with my paring knife. I'll just rip it apart real fast. I don't want to.
Not a recipe that you stay very clean with. This is one you got to get your hands a little dirty. And
you see the water coming out of that crab? It's waiting to go back to hard shell, so it's just packed with that water. That's how it gets the shell off. Now I'm going to pull the little lungs out of here, we call them, right? The little gills.
The little filtration.
Yeah, the little filtration. I'm going to pull the other side off right there, and I'm going to get them out, just kind of pull them clean. And right where the shell attaches to the membrane, there's a little air sac in there that most people don't take out. Okay. That little air sac, you have it kind of right there, right where the shell sticks to the crab, and I'll kind of go in there with my knife, and I'll pull it out of there. It's just a little bitty sac that you want to get out. There, it's trying to come out. But anyway, so I just pull it out. It's a little chewy, and that's the only reason I take it out. And then that's how it's done. Now, of course, a lot of people say, I don't like to fry soft shell crab. They pop, and I don't know why they pop. But look at that water in that crab going into hot oil. So now we have our fish fry. And the fish fry is, I actually mill my own corn here at White Oak. So this is actually the corn flour that comes out of my mill. This is fresh corn. But any kind of cornmeal, any kind of corn flour, you should go corn flour first. Always season it generously with a little salt and pepper. Of course, you can use your Louisiana fish fry. That's really I shouldn't say that's my actual favorite because they're all my favorite. But I love, that's a great one. So anyway.
I love soft shell crab because I love going to crab boils, but I get frustrated eating regular blue crab. They just seem so much work, and this is so much easier to clean them.
No, it is. So then I would take that crab that's been cleaned. It's easy to do. I would go into a little egg wash. You ready to knock this out right here for me? Just stir that up good. Egg wash is just egg and a little bit milk. You can put water in it, too. A lot of times people won't even use milk to do that. The seasoned flour is there. I'm going to go ahead and dip it down in that egg wash.
Nice and juicy.
Let it all drip out. And then just go ahead and coat that crab beautifully like that.
You can be generous with this because some of it's going to come off.
Oh, you better believe it. And a lot of people will double dip it, right? Now, I don't know if you do, but you can double dip it like that and put it right back in. And that makes the coating a little bit heavier. And, of course, you know, you've seen the Hallelujah crab where you actually take the claws like this and drop it in, and a lot of people will do that, and you just want to be careful that the claws are...
Stand back.
You ready for that?
Yeah.
So if you put it in like that, or you put it in the other way, you can let those claws just kind of get nice and hard right there, and then you drop it in. And the crab is going to cook really quickly, just until it floats. Let me get this napkin here out of... and you don't have to rush it. The crab's going to just go ahead and cook in that nice clean oil. I'm using a vegetable oil here at 350 degrees. And of course this flour is seasoned totally. And then we're gonna make a Poboy with this. So you see how it's starting to float?
Yes.
I would turn it over at some point. The crab cooks very quickly. You know, I mean, that crab cooks in a minute. Look at that, huh?
Wow.
Look how beautiful that is. Just kind of sink it down in there a little bit, give it that bath.
So we're gonna let this bubble for a little bit and come back and show you what it looks like finished
That
product.
crab's dying to show you what it looks like when it's finished, huh?
We'll be right back.
Here's how I guarantee my crawfish tastes great every time. I use Louisiana Fish Fry brand seafood boil. Why do the pros use Louisiana Fish Fry seafood boil?
Because the flavor is so good.
It has more garlic, onion, paprika, lemon, and not too much salt.
It has much better flavor.
Louisiana Fish Fry brand seafood boil. Find the yellow bag, pour and boil for great crawfish every time.
In 1967, Dutch Stogner realized his dream to run his own meat market. 50 years and 3 generations later, Double D and the Stogner family still operate with Dutch's original commitment to quality. Pick up some Double D sausage today and share your good times with us on Facebook.
It is now the moment we've all been waiting for. Look at that.
Oh, look how nice and crispy. And y'all, you know, I remind myself that every day a new generation of cooks go into the kitchen. You know, young people graduate from college, they go to get married. Every day we need to teach this over and over and over and over again so people know to move it to the next generation. Just because we know how to do it and clean it
Doesn't
and fry
mean
it,
everybody else
they
does.
don't. So that's why we do things like this. Now, a quick little po' boy. I'm going to throw some, I grill the bread, put a little bit mayo on it like that, a little bit Creole mustard.
And you recommend a French bread because it's longer and it can kind of fit?
It's longer, that's exactly right. You got it, just like that. And a couple little pretty tomatoes on top,
Oh,
a
this
little
looks
bit
so
lettuce. Huh?
This was my grandmother's favorite food. She loved a good soft shell crab. Look at the size. It barely fits on the bun.
And you know what? You see how I let the legs stick out like that? You know why, huh?
What is that?
That's what you eat first. You pull those legs.
Yum. Get you some soft shell crab and fry them up today. You don't want to miss it.